You're telling them that you don't have a drug problem, but that you do admit that you were selling drugs. She could either put you in prison for 10 years or she could give you probation for 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking this judge to put you on probation. Can you tell the judge why you are asking her to give you probation?
Yes, ma'am. My mom, she's very sick and there's no one there to help her. And she leave me there with her.
I will tell you, it is very rare for the court to see people admit to selling drugs and saying, no, I don't have a drug problem. I just sell drugs. If you love your mom, like you say you love your mom, then you need to stop doing this because you're breaking her heart.
All right, guys, today we're talking about a crazy court hearing. Judge Boyd is in charge, and the man in court has a long history of getting in trouble, like really long. This time, he's in big trouble for selling drugs. And trust me, things get intense fast. Judge Boyd doesn't hold back. The man ends up telling the truth and admits everything. The judge goes hard on him, and the punishment at the end is really tough. You'll want to see how it all ends. What do you think about this case? Let us know in the comments. And if you like videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe.
All right. In each cause number, according to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state is opposed to your application of community supervision. The cause numbers are to run concurrently, and they're taking 2 cases into consideration. State, do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any witnesses?
I would just call my client, Your Honor.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record, please. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. We're here today for the judge to assess sentencing in your cases. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand all the cases that are being taken care of today and also the ones that are going to be dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You asked the court to do what's called a TAP evaluation where you talk to the drug counselors prior for her to do the sentencing. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you remember what it is that you talked to them about just recently?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In your meeting with the drug counselors, my understanding, you're telling them that you don't have a drug problem, but that you do admit that you were selling drugs. And you understand that this judge has a wide range which she can do. The offer is 10 years. She could either put you in prison for 10 years or she could give you probation for 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking this judge to put you on probation. Can you tell the judge why you are asking her to give you probation?
Yes, ma'am. My mom, she's very sick and there's no one there to help her. And she leave me there with her. And I know I can do better. I know I messed up.
But let me ask you this. How long has your mom been very sick?
It's been about 6 months.
All right. So why would you put yourself in this situation to be going to prison knowing that your mom may or may not need you?
It was I just had to make some money.
Why not get a job?
It was just didn't have enough time.
Oh, sure. There are plenty of places to work.
No, I mean, at the time, I needed quick money. And
Why did you need quick money?
But my pockets was flat and we couldn't eat.
Oh, they have places where you can get food for free.
Just now.
And who is this we could not eat?
Well, speaking of me, my mom had food in the house, but me and myself, me.
All right.
Yes. And so at this point, you understand that the judge has total control of what she can decide to do.
Just now.
Other than your mother being sick, what other concerns do you have and why you're asking this court to grant you probation?
But I know I feel it above my head, but I know I can do better.
Do you think that you could comply with the terms and conditions of probation?
I know I can.
You'd have to report once a month. You'd have to stay out of trouble.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't hang around with people who sell or use drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can't sell or use drugs yourself.
Right.
But you feel that you could comply at this time in your life.
Yes, ma'am. I know I can.
Pass witness, Your Honor.
State, any questions?
All right.
So what is his criminal history? Yes, please. Defense, any objections to the court reviewing the criminal history?
No objection, Your Honor.
Alright guys, here's a little background on the case. This man isn't new to getting in trouble. He's been arrested many times before, and now he's back in court for selling drugs. He says he did it to help pay for his sick mom. But honestly, that excuse doesn't sound right to me. Like, couldn't he have found a normal job or another way to get money? It just feels like he's trying to make people feel sorry for him. Sure, if it was something like paying for cancer treatment, maybe it could make sense, but with his long history of breaking the law, it's hard to believe him, and the way he talks about selling drugs like it's no big deal is pretty shocking. Maybe I'm out of touch, but I know Judge Boyd isn't. You can tell she doesn't believe a word he's saying. The law takes this kind of thing seriously, especially when someone keeps doing it over and over. One mistake is one thing, but when it's a pattern, judges usually give harsh punishment. What do you think? Should he get another chance? Or is it finally time for him to face the consequences? Now we're getting to the big moment. Judge Boyd is about to give her final sentence. Is she going to send him to prison for 10 years? Or will she surprise everyone and give him probation? Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's see what happens next.
Your Honor, we understand that he has a very long checkered history. We are asking you to think outside the box. He is asking for probation. He does have family he needs to take care of, and we are just asking to show some mercy and to grant him probation.
All right, Mr. I will tell you, it is very rare for the court to see people admit to selling drugs and saying, no, I don't have a drug problem. I just sell drugs. At the same token, people will come before me, and you've come before me, and you said there are other people that you need to take care of. People need to think about that before they do wrong. You understand?
I understand.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. And the court will sentence you to 9 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. And the cause number ending in 303. Court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. Sentence you to 9 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2024. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
All right, because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, I've actually given you something less than you bargained for. And because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You are at a point now that if you pick up any new felony charges, depending on what type of felony it is, you're looking at a minimum of 25 years. And I will tell you, people say, oh, the jail is overcrowded. Oh, the prison's overcrowded. Guess what? People will always build new prison. They'll always find space for you. And if a cell is only supposed to have 10 people in it, if they need to put 20 people in that cell, they're going to put 20 people in that cell, whether it's a violation of federal law or not. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you love your mom, like you say you love your mom, then you need to stop doing this because you're breaking her heart. You understand?
Sure.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor. Maybe excused.
He has some dismissal, so he'll have it. And thank you for always being respectful.
Do you guys think 9 years in prison was fair for this man considering his long history of crime and the drug charge? Honestly, I think it was. He knew what he was doing when he sold those drugs. And it's not like this was his first time getting in trouble. He's been in and out of the system before. If prison didn't change him before, then yeah, now it's time he faces the full consequences. It sounds harsh, but that's what happens when you keep making the same bad choices. And get this, after these 9 years, if he messes up again and gets another serious charge, he could face at least 25 more years in prison. That's almost a life sentence. I will say he was respectful in court, which you don't always see in cases like this. It makes me wonder if he really wants to change or if he's just good at acting calm. Either way, I really hope he learns. something from this. I feel bad for his mom too. Imagine being a parent and watching your kid go down this path again and again. That's got to be heartbreaking. But at the end of the day, the law is the law. If you take big risks, you have to be ready for the big consequences. Hopefully he uses these 9 years to think about his life and come back better. But who knows? Do you think he'll change or end up back in court? Let me know what you think. In the comments, was the 9-year sentence fair, or would you have gone easier or harder on him? If you liked this video and want more content like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks so much for watching, and take care. I'll see you in the next one.